Welcome back, everybody. Today we're
Wow.
going deep on something pretty intense,
Yeah.
a proposed social media ban
Oh, wow.
for anyone under 16
Under 16.
in Japan. It's
Big question.
a big one, right?
Yeah.
Like, where do we draw the line with
Right.
the digital world and
Yeah.
kids?
Exactly. And it's a debate.
To really break it down,
Mhm.
we've got this source document.
Okay.
It's called 16 Yosentin Sake,
Wow.
which means ban on SNS for those under 16,
Gotcha.
pros and cons.
Interesting.
So it's set up like a
Oh, cool.
like a debate.
Like a parliamentary.
Yeah, like a mini
program.
parliament.
Yeah.
So have you ever thought about like
Mhm.
age limits on social media?
Yeah.
I mean, this is going to give you
I think a lot of people are thinking about it now.
Yeah.
More and more.
totally
Yeah.
both sides of the story.
It's a good one.
So the
Yeah.
pro ban side,
Okay.
they're coming from the perspective of, let's just say, a concerned prime minister,
All right. PM.
PM,
Mm-hmm.
and they're saying
Okay.
social media
Ugh.
is straight up
Harmful.
harmful to young people's mental health.
Yeah.
Like that's their argument.
Interesting.
So
yeah.
they're saying that for teenagers
Mhm.
who are already
Right.
figuring themselves out,
Yeah.
the constant comparisons
Mhm.
and pressure to like project
Absolutely.
this perfect online image,
Yeah. I see.
it can be
Yeah, that makes sense.
really damaging.
Yeah.
And they're not just saying
Yeah.
like, oh, it makes you feel bad.
Okay.
They're linking this to like rising anxiety,
Oh, wow.
eating disorders,
Yeah.
even self-harm in teenagers.
That's heavy.
It's
Serious.
serious stuff.
Yeah.
Like when I think about being a teenager,
Mm-hmm.
before all of this,
Right.
I just can't imagine.
It's a whole other world.
I know.
Yeah.
Like navigating that kind of pressure online.
It's a whole different layer.
Yeah.
Added on.
And so the PM solution is
Okay, let's hear it.
cut it off
No.
completely.
Okay.
No social media
Wow.
for anyone under 16.
A total ban?
Total ban.
Okay.
They're saying
Right.
this would allow teens to
Mhm.
like focus on
Okay.
real world connections,
I see.
develop healthier habits,
Mm-hmm.
and essentially like protect their
Oh, protect their
happiness.
Interesting.
Now I'm really curious how
Oh.
the other side
Yeah.
counters that,
Yeah, me too.
because
Okay.
this leader of the opposition in our source,
Uh-huh.
they don't just disagree.
Okay.
They're coming back swinging.
Okay.
They're saying
Yeah.
social media is not inherently bad
Hmm.
and actually offers
Hmm.
some pretty significant
Yeah.
benefits for young people.
All right, benefits. Let's hear it.
So they're saying things like
Yeah.
social media helps teens stay connected
Right.
with friends, express themselves creatively,
Yeah.
access information
Okay.
and education.
Yeah.
These are pretty crucial things
Yeah.
when you're growing up.
For sure.
So it's not just about
Nah.
goofing off online.
Yeah.
There's like a
There's a whole
learning and
Ah.
development piece here.
For sure.
And the LO is saying
Okay.
that cutting off access
Mm-hmm.
could isolate young people,
Isolate them.
hinder their communication skills,
Communication.
and potentially harm
Oh, wow.
their social lives
Okay.
and education.
So it's like,
And that could have ripple effects
oh,
way beyond their teenage years.
interesting.
So it's like these two
Yeah.
different worlds colliding, right?
Really.
Like the potential
Mm-hmm.
and the peril
Yeah.
of this technology,
Good and the bad. Especially for
especially for young people.
young people.
Yeah, it's a lot.
What stands out to you so far? Well, I mean, it's just wild, right? Like, they're both tapping into this, like, anxiety we have about technology, but
Right.
they're coming at it from
Yeah,
completely different angles.
totally. It's like we're trying to figure out the rules as we go.
Yeah, and the
Oh.
stakes are so high.
Yeah.
I mean, that PM's point about,
Plus-
like, the pressure to be perfect online,
Right?
that really got me. It
Mhm.
makes you think
Yeah.
about how social media can
Totally.
mess with our sense
Yeah.
of, like, what's real,
Yeah.
especially for young people.
Yeah. Who are already trying to figure out
Right.
who they are.
Yeah.
It's like everyone's trying to be
Yeah.
like
the best
for
word.
the highlight reel.
The highlight reel.
Yeah.
Is it even possible
Right.
to, like, develop a healthy sense
Yeah.
of self
Yeah.
in that kind of environment?
Yeah. Good question.
And
And it goes beyond that. It's
Right.
like just self-esteem, right?
yeah.
The PM talked about like the anxiety,
Right.
the eating disorders,
Yeah.
even self-harm.
Like, serious stuff.
Serious.
Like, are we sacrificing our mental health
Right.
to stay connected?
Yeah. Is that like the trade-off?
But then the yellow makes a good point
Yeah.
about the
Mm.
educational,
Yeah.
social benefits
Yeah.
of these platforms.
Absolutely.
Like, it's this double-edged sword.
Yeah. You can't deny
All right.
the good or the bad.
Yeah.
like the Ello's point about access to information, education.
It's huge.
Especially these days.
Totally.
Like, think about someone in a rural community. Suddenly they've got online courses, global communities.
The whole world.
So much knowledge at their fingertips.
So how do we reconcile these two
opposing sides?
Yeah.
Right.
Where's the middle ground?
Is there a middle ground?
Yeah.
Can we mitigate the risks?
Right. Can we?
Without completely cutting off access?
Right. That's the question.
The $1 million question.
The PM solution is like a blanket ban?
Yeah. Total ban under 16.
Yeah.
The ELO
doesn't
really give an alternative.
Right.
Just a warning.
Right.
About like the downsides of being so drastic.
It seems like we need something more nuanced than
more than just
an all or nothing.
Or off.
Yeah. Like, I'm not convinced that a total ban would even
would even work. Yeah.
It seems almost impossible.
Right. And you can't
to enforce.
Yeah, you can't police.
And then it might
even
push kids
to be more secretive.
Yeah, make it riskier.
And then it's like
even more risky.
More dangerous.
Yeah. So what if
we
instead of like banning it, what if we focused on
like teaching them,
educating young people about
responsible
social media use.
Yeah. Equip them with the tools.
Like, give them the tools, the skills.
Critical thinking skills.
For like to navigate this.
It's a tricky world.
Yeah. What about parents?
Parents?
Couldn't they play a role?
I think so.
Yeah.
Huge role. Like setting boundaries.
That's right.
Screen time limits.
Yeah.
Having those conversations.
The conversation.
Yeah. About the risks and benefits.
Right, exactly.
Like creating a supportive environment.
Environment where they can learn.
Explore safely.
But it can't just be on...
Or it can't just be on...
Parents, teachers.
And teachers.
What about the platforms?
The platforms themselves?
Yeah. They have
a
huge responsibility to make these spaces safer.
What would that look like?
Well, I mean, like stricter age verification.
Okay.
Better content moderation. Algorithms that don't push addictive content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's encouraging to think.
It is encouraging.
That there are solutions out there.
There are.
Even if it's not.
Even if it's not easy.
A quick fix.
A quick fix, yeah.
This is a complex issue.
It is a complex issue.
With no easy answers.
No easy answers.
But I think one thing's for sure.
Yeah.
This conversation
needs to continue.
Absolutely. Yeah. We need everyone.
Everyone. Teachers. Educators.
Policymakers.
The tech industry. All working together to figure this out.
It's about
figuring out how to use this power.
The power of technology.
It's powerful technology in a good way.
In a way that benefits us.
Yeah.
Without
hurting us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Like, what if we had grown up?
What if we had all these...
Yeah, with these restrictions.
Restrictions, yeah.
Imagine, like...
No social media.
No social media as a teenager.
Wow, yeah.
Would we have been, like...
Would we be different?
More present.
Yeah.
In the real world.
More connected to the real world around us.
Like to our immediate surroundings.
Yeah. Or would we feel like totally out of the loop?
Isolated. Yeah. Like missing out. On that social fabric.
Right.
Would we have spent more time?
Maybe.
More time reading.
Exploring hobbies.
Hobbies.
Like hanging out.
Just hanging out.
Face to face.
In person.
Yeah. It's like...
It makes you realize how much.
Yeah. How much has
this digital world has like shaped
how we see the world.
Yeah.
Even beyond social media.
Yeah. You know.
It's hard to say what would have happened.
I know.
But it's an
interesting question.
Not experiment.
Well, this has been
a lot.
Quite a deep dive.
A lot to think about.
Into this whole debate over banning social media for under 16s.
In Japan? Yeah.
It's
not a simple one.
It's not simple.
Well, no easy answer.
We've explored
the risks,
the
benefits,
and all the solutions that go beyond just like banning it,
shutting it off.
Yeah,
it's more than that.
It's more nuanced.
It is.
This conversation
needs to
continue.
Keep going.
So until next time. Keep exploring.
Keep thinking about it.
Keep questioning.
Yeah.
And keep the conversation going.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, everyone.